Hello, Alan.
¿Cómo se llama?
Hello, Alan.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am great, thank you.
Thank you.
Good to see you. And Jose,
Hi, bro.
how are
How
you?
are you?
Great.
Thank you.
Is
Yeah, I'm
this
fine, thank you.
is this a picture of your dog?
Yes, my dog.
Oh,
My
that's
dog.
cute. That's very cute.
Yeah, thank you.
What's your dog's name?
Negrito?
Oh, Black.
Black? Yes. Oh,
Yes.
yes, that's the name of
Okay.
my kitty dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a
And
dog.
Ishmael, we have Ishmael. Are you there, Ishmael? And hi there. How are you? Hi there, Husan. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay, great. How are you today?
Fine, glad to see you.
Good. Glad to see you.
Hello?
Okay. How
All
are you,
right.
sir? Where you are from? Can you introduce yourself? This is my first time to enjoy you.
This is your first time.
Yeah,
Okay, great. Well, welcome to the class.
thank you, sir. Welcome to you.
Okay, we're going to give it looks like we almost have a full class. Vivian, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. Great. Is this your first class or you've joined other classes?
No, I think it's my seventh class or
Oh,
something.
okay, great. So you must be really enjoying yourself.
Yes,
Hello,
I really
April.
like the teachers are really nice.
Oh, that's wonderful. And Michaela?
Yes,
How do you
yes.
pronounce your name?
Micaela.
Michaela. That's a pretty
Yes.
name.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you.
It's
Me
different.
too.
Yeah, it's different. And
Yes.
Yes, Junaid.
Junaid, you're back.
Yeah, I am back. How are you
Yeah,
today?
wonderful, good. All right, so it seems like we have a full class. So that's great. So we can go ahead and get started. So today's lesson is going to be on transitional words and phrases used in the English language. But before we discuss the meanings and what these words are, I want you to pay attention to this screen I'm going to put up. Just give me a second. Okay, so can I get a volunteer to read this paragraph?
Yes,
Okay, okay.
I'll do it. Okay.
I can.
Who can?
Okay, before you start, I want you to, those who aren't reading, to really pay attention because I'm going to ask you a question afterwards. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, who will read this?
So who do we have that's going to read?
I do.
I do. Who's I do? Is that Alan?
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, all right, Alan. All right, go ahead. You can start.
Yesterday I went walking. I don't walk in the mornings. The sun was shining and I felt like some exercise. I saw lots of different animals such as birds, squirrels, butterflies, and rabbits. I decided to walk farther than usual to see how many more I could spot. I reached the pathway which will take me home. I was enjoying myself so much I decided to carry on. The weather was still warm, although the clouds were beginning to gather. I was quite far from home when the rain came down. It was only a gentle snow, but it soon started falling more heavily. By the time I got home, I was wet through and quite cold.
That was really good. The pronunciation was excellent. One word that you want to pay attention to is further.
Okay,
Um,
further.
because you said farther, which
Okay.
is a different word. Okay. All
Okay.
right. So, but that was very good. That was really good. Um, I need a second volunteer to read the next paragraph that I'm going to put down
I
here.
do.
I do.
Okay,
Who's
I
I
have
do?
two. I have two I do's.
You can
So
you can
I just need to know who the I do's are.
first I
Without
do donate.
I'm Abdullah.
okay, all right. Go ahead. You can start.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, yesterday I went walking. Generally, I don't walk in the mornings. However, today the sun was shining and I felt like some exercise. During my walk, I saw lots of different animals such as birds, squirrels, butterflies, and rabbits. As a result, I decided to walk further than usual to see how many more I could spot. Finally, I reached the pathway which would take me home. However, I was enjoying myself so much I decided to carry on. Besides, the weather was still warm, although the clouds were beginning to gather. As a result, I was quite far from home when the rain came down. To begin with, it was only a gently shower, but it soon started falling more heavily. Consequently, by the time I got home, I was wet through and quite cold. Quite cold.
That was very good. Very good pronunciation as well. The one word that you want to pay attention to is gentle. Let me hear you say gentle.
Gentle.
Gentle. Very good. Okay, so here's a question for you, class. What do you see? What are the differences between the two paragraphs? Do you notice anything that was
Connectors,
different between those two paragraphs? I,
connectors between the phrases.
Yes.
wonderful. I couldn't have put it better. So there were no connections really. So all right, so give me an example of what you're saying.
However,
Exactly.
To
So
begin with,
to
besides,
begin with, right, exactly. All right. So those words are called what? Outside of, what's the formal term for it outside of connectors?
transition.
Exactly. So
Generally,
those are called transitional words or transitional phrases or just transitions. All right. So that's what we're going to talk about today. All right. I'm going to put another screen up for you. Give me 1 second.
okay, take your time.
All right. So, what are transitions and how are they used? Transition words and phrases help make clear connections between ideas and see that sentences and paragraphs flow together smoothly, making them easier to read. So, obviously, it's very important to use them in speech, but it's extremely important to use them in formal writing. Very important to use in formal writing because it helps your readers to connect your ideas and understand the focus of your paper. Now, when you're using transitions, you don't want to be repetitive, meaning you don't want to use the same transition in each paragraph, correct?
Yes.
Yes? Yes? So you don't want to say, I went to the market, then I went home, then I cooked, then I went to bed. Because what word are you repeating?
Then.
Then.
Then. Exactly. But there are a lot of different transitional words and phrases that you can substitute instead of using the word then.
In addition, furthermore.
Yes, and we're about to get into. See, you're already on the
Sorry.
ball. All right, so transition words that provide more information. These are transition words that provide more information. Can I get a reader?
Yeah, okay.
Just read the list.
Besides, furthermore, in addition, indeed, in fact, moreover, second, third.
Wonderful. Can you give me a sense? Can you give me two sentences that uses one that connects them by using the word moreover?
Mm, I went to Starbucks. Moreover, it was closed. No,
Okay.
sorry, it's bad sentence.
Okay. Let's try it
Yeah,
again.
but I can't think about it immediately. I have to.
You have to think about it and write it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's try a different one. What about furthermore? Can you do that one?
Mm,
No. Can
I
someone help him?
I usually use it in the writing because
It's yeah, because it's easier to think of it that way. That's true.
yes.
That's true. Can anyone else think of a sentence with moreover or furthermore?
Um.
Sir,
Maybe.
Can I say
sir,
I come back from school quickly? In fact, the school was closed.
Yes, you can. Very good. Very good.
Can I
Very good.
say I was jumping, moreover, I was dancing or something like that?
Well, moreover is used to state that something is more important than the other.
Okay.
So, with your sentence that you stated would work better with either furthermore or in addition,
For
because they
example,
mean like also,
for
right?
example,
Okay. Yeah.
okay. And
sir.
sorry,
So,
can I use?
so when you're
I have a
using,
sentence.
okay, go ahead.
Okay, I can speak English. Furthermore, read it.
I say it again one more time.
I can speak English. Furthermore, read it.
Good. But what you want to say is, I can speak English. Furthermore, I can read it.
I can read it.
You want to add the I. You want to make sure you add the subject. Good. But that was a very
Okay.
good example. Very good
I have an
example.
example.
Teacher,
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
teacher. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Um, the girl is beauty, and furthermore is smart.
Very good. The girl is beautiful. Furthermore, she is smart. Yes. And someone was calling me.
Oh no, I just wanted to know what furthermore means. Okay, but I think that
Furthermore means like also.
also okay. In
Like
addition,
also or in addition.
Oh,
okay. Thank you.
So it's just like you have more things to say about that particular sentence.
Ah, okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay? You're welcome. All right, so let's go to the next. Actually, no, we're going to go here. Okay. Here are transition words that provide an example. Can I get someone to read these?
okay. For example, for instance, in particularly, specific, specifically,
Yes.
to demonstrate, to
To
illustrate.
illustrate.
Good. Okay. Can someone give me a sentence using either one of these? Or two sentences that connect with one of these?
Okay, if I recommended to my friend to buy any car, I told him, for example, buy Nissan or
W-
Toyota.
Wonderful. That was excellent. Okay. Very good example. Yes. Anyone else?
I like music, particularly indie rock.
Good, good, excellent, excellent. Anyone else?
Yeah, we use
Yeah.
specifically.
You're using specifically?
Yes,
Okay,
specifically.
let me hear you say one with specifically.
I would like to talk about global warming, specifically like
You're on the right track.
um, sorry, sorry.
That's okay. You're on the right track. You want to start over?
Um, maybe I would like to know USA, specifically New York.
Good. Exactly.
I have
Exactly.
example.
Okay, go ahead.
There are many supermarkets in the United States. For instance, Giant, Safeway, and Walmart.
Wonderful, Abdullah. That was really good. So those were some great examples. That's a
Thank you.
great way to use for example. All right. One other before we move to this from this slide. Anyone else? Anyone want to use to demonstrate or to illustrate? Okay, I'll use to demonstrate.
Okay.
I can do a variety of different dances. To demonstrate, I will perform a modern dance.
It
All
means
right.
part like particularly or specifically.
Yeah,
Can
and
I
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
can I
Wait.
use this sentence?
Okay, go ahead.
Uh, the Walmart ask their workers to demonstrate their products.
Yes, that's really good. Yes. And to illustrate basically means the same thing as to demonstrate.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, it's
All right.
more formal, yeah,
Yes, a very
because
formal.
I don't hear it usually.
Exactly. You won't hear a lot of people say to illustrate when they're just speaking to a
And
friend or a family member, but if you're writing formally, or even if you're doing a presentation for like a company presentation or something like that, you will use a word like to illustrate. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, transition words that provide a cause or reason. Can I have someone read these?
Um,
Um, girls turn now.
Yes.
Go,
As,
Lillian.
because of, due to, for the reason that, and since.
And since. Okay. So would you be able to give me one with the word since?
to no, sorry.
I have been learning English since 2000.
Since 2000. Good job.
I have an example.
Good, sure.
Um, Come back as soon as be possible.
Come back as soon as possible.
As
Can you use
possible.
it? That's good.
I have example.
Okay.
I didn't go to my work since I was sick.
Good. Good. And you can switch it up too and say, since I was sick, I didn't
I
go to
didn't.
work.
Yeah,
Right? So
yeah.
that one you can use, either in the beginning of the sentence or you can use the first sentence or the second sentence, or you could switch, vice versa. A lot of them are like that, actually.
I
You
have
know,
a sentence.
okay, go ahead.
I'm s- I'm late today because of traffic jam.
Right, exactly. And then how can you do it the other way?
Because of the traffic jam, I cannot go to the job.
Yes.
There you go, exactly. And then here's one for due to. Due to the cold weather, I'm going to wear my heavy jacket.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so we have that one. Very good. All right, let's move to the next one. Oops. I took it off. Hold on. Okay, transition words that provide a result or an effect. Can I have someone read?
Yeah.
I do.
Okay, thank you.
Accordingly, finally, consequently, hence, so, therefore, thus.
Okay, good. So let's go for some sentences.
Mm.
Therefore should be an easy one for you. What about therefore?
I did not study for my test, therefore I got bad grades.
There you go. That's a very good example. Perfect. Perfect.
Sir, I have a
Yay!
sentence.
Okay.
I have, st- I have, st- I have studied so hard, thus I can succeed the exam.
Say it one more time. I didn't
I
hear the
had,
last.
I had studied so hard, thus I can succeed the exam.
Okay, I still missed it.
No problem, no problem.
Can you write it?
Okay.
And anyone can chime in while he's typing for another
Uh,
sentence.
Yeah, I have an example with
What?
finally.
Sure. And I was just actually going to ask about finally. What do you have?
Uh, I run so fast. Finally, I
I win the champion.
I had the same thought.
Finally, I won the championship.
Yeah, the championship.
Okay, good. And
answer.
hence is the same, basically the same as therefore and thus. So you can use that the same way. So it's this exactly the same. I love dancing, so I'm going to go to a party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Accordingly, they're all basically very similar, and consequently as well.
Yes.
Consequently is basically a
Therefore.
result of something, or therefore. So I didn't do well. Consequently, I didn't get good grades. Same thing. Okay, I didn't get your Hader.
Yes,
I
sir.
didn't get I didn't get your sentence.
I read it. Did you see it?
No, I don't see it.
No,
Maybe you wrote it in the other chat.
Okay, yeah, because I don't see anything there.
Yeah, also.
I had to study for a long time, thus I could pass the exam. I think
Exactly. Thus I was able to pass the exam.
it's
Good.
correct when he said I had to study, or I had studied in the past tense.
Repeat it again.
He said I had to study. I think he need to put the past tense, not the present tense for the study.
He said
I
I
ho-
ha- he
I
said
had
I
that.
had I had studied.
Yeah, he said I had to study.
I need to hear the entire both sentences so I could tell you.
Okay, I will copy the sentence to the
Oh,
chat.
okay. Yes, because I
Can
couldn't
you
see.
can you see this now?
I still can't see it.
I had
Can
I
Sir, I
anyone
had
else?
think.
Can
I
anyone
Sir,
else see it? Is it just me
Yeah,
that's
I
not
can
seeing?
see it now.
Me too.
he
You can't.
said I
Hold
had
on.
studied for
Let
long.
me let me try to do something. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, I see it now. Okay. All right. So I had studied for a long time, thus I could pass the exam. All right. So I'm going to write it how you can see it.
In the past. studying
What he's
stuff.
trying to say, uh, what Hoover is trying to say is that you needed to put I had studied. Or here's a better way. I studied
Yeah.
for a
I
long
studied.
time.
Yes, yes.
Thus, I
You say
was able to pass the
you say have or
test.
had when you have an agenda, not
Oh wait, I'm okay. So can you see it? I studied for a long time, thus I was able to pass the test.
Yes, sir, I see it
Yes.
now.
And actually, I should have a comma after thus, so I'm writing it over.
Sir, I think I have a problem with chat.
Yeah,
There is no
thus
message from you.
you don't. Oh, you can't see it.
I can see it.
You can or you can.
I
Guys,
can't.
there is two chats. There is chat public and there is chat just for the class.
Yeah, what
So
I had,
let's make deal which one we use
I would prefer you to use the chat for the class,
for the class. So we go to the left,
and you
the
have to click
first.
Verblin.
Yeah, we go to this is verbal and this is public chat, not for
Right.
the first one to the left.
The first
Chat,
option.
this is chat for the class, and the third one verbal class, this is chat for all public. Hello.
Yes, we're listening to you. Okay,
So
so do you guys have it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
hello
All right.
Sebastian.
Hello.
All right.
Oh, Sebastian, here you are again.
All right. So I'm gonna go to the next one.
Okay.
Okay, transition words that provide a purpose or reason. Can I get someone to read?
Okay.
Sebastian is with us. How are you?
Hi. Fine, thank you. It was
Good.
so hard to me to get into the
Yeah,
class.
I know. Well, good to see you. Glad you made it.
Yeah.
Transition words that provide a purpose or reason. I'm going to put you on the spot, Sebastian. Can you read these for me?
Yes. What? I mean the all the
Yes, everything. Read.
everything.
Everything.
Transition
Yes.
words that provide a purpose or reason
Mm-hmm.
for fear that, in the hope that, in order to, so that, with this in mind.
Great. So can you give me, Sebastian, a sentence with that uses with this in mind? Or you can give me two sentences and the sentences are connected by with this in mind.
Yeah, I think that is easier for me.
Okay, great.
With this in mind. Uh, I wake up and I saw the sky with a lot of cloud. With this in mind, I pick up my umbrella and so I go out. Is
I
that okay?
couldn't ask for a better example. That was wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
He was scared.
Yes, I was like, what?
That was really good. That was perfect. Okay, another one.
I have example for in order to.
Okay, great.
I put some money in saving account in order to buy a car.
Wonderful, Junad. That was great. Excellent. Couldn't ask for a better one. Another one?
We set up the TV so that we could watch the show.
So that we could watch the show. Beautiful. Beautiful. Milai. You're very quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
You want to
Shy
give us
boy.
you want to give us an example?
Uh, for which one?
It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do.
Uh, I have a TOEFL exam tomorrow, so I have to study so hard.
Good, good. Exactly. Wonderful. One more, you guys, and we'll go to the next.
I have a question.
Sure.
Uh, what does fair the for fair that and in the hope that
For
I
fear that. So
yeah
it actually means what the words are in it. So you have the word fear in it, right? So
yes
what does fear mean?
afraid
Afraid, right? So you could use it. The better way to show you would be to use it in a as a sentence. So let me think of a sentence.
when you get scared of something.
Right. So let me use it in a sentence, and that will probably help you.
Can I use
For for
I take my umbrella with me for further that it has raining, heavy raining, or like this?
exactly. Did you hear that, Abdullah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand
He
now.
would take his umbrella with him for fear that it's going to rain,
Mhm.
or for fear that I'm going to fall off the Ferris wheel. I choose not to get on that ride. Okay. And that's a true story for me. I love roller coasters and all the other scary rides, but for some reason, the Ferris wheel just freaks me out. I don't know. All right, so that's really good. Let's go to the next
Sir,
one.
sir, I want a sentence about with this in mind.
Oh, okay, go ahead. I'll go back. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, I want a sentence from you.
Oh, you want a sentence from me? All right.
Yes, sir.
Let me see.
About what?
I need to get my son enrolled in school. No, I'll start over. My child is going to go to kindergarten next year. With this in mind, I need to start selecting a school.
Uh-huh, sir, I get it.
Okay?
Okay, no
Yeah,
problem.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah, in general, is the same to say so and so that?
Is it the same to say so and so that? So
Yes.
so you usually would say so to say, all right, here's an example. I'm going to school so that I can well, that would be for so that I'm going to school so that I can learn. So that's so that. He is
He didn't study, so he fell.
yes, thank you. What exactly? So that would be who said that? I missed that.
Me,
It's
Who's
Abdullah.
me?
It's Abdullah.
Abdullah.
Okay, I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you.
Skype.
I see someone is getting a Skype request, a Skype call. Okay. All right, let's go to the next. Okay, transition words that provide a comparison or contrast. Okay, who's going to read this one for me?
Me.
Yay, me. Okay, me, go ahead.
Although,
Okay.
however, in comparison, in contrast, likewise, nevertheless, on the other hand, similarly, whereas, and yet.
And yet, good.
Beautiful.
Okay, that was
Beautiful.
beautiful. And see, that's good. Your classmates are actually telling you it was beautiful as well. And I actually have something for you because you said that so beautifully. If it'll come up for me, let's see.
Okay. Do you have to make a sentence? Oh, and okay, you're typing.
Did it come through? There we go.
Oh, cool.
Okay, all right.
Sir, did I give an exam?
Actually, you all deserve that. Okay, so yeah, let's do any
In,
of
comp-
these
I
actually.
have example.
in
Okay,
comparison.
go ahead.
Although it's very cold, I will go to play soccer.
Good job. Really, you would go to play soccer although it's cold?
Not really.
Okay, all right.
Sir,
Okay,
I
that was
have an
really good.
exam.
Okay, Hadir.
Geographic is so easy. In contrast, mathematics is so hard.
Okay, good. That's very good. Very good. Okay, another one.
I wanna go shopping mall. Uh, However, I feel so tired.
Good. However, I feel so tired. Good. And I'll use likewise. Mary is very smart. Likewise, Tracy is smart.
Yeah.
I can say I was sick, yet I went to the mall
Yes.
or to work or anything.
Wait, say it for me one more time.
I was sick, yet I went to my work.
You went to you so you went to your walk. You went to take a walk?
No, no, I went to my work.
Oh, work. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes. All right. So, okay, I was sick, yet I went to work.
I went to work.
That's how you say yes. Yet I went to work. What about on the other hand?
I have
Okay,
one.
Um,
Sarah, I have one.
Okay.
A lot of have one.
You have to jump in fast with the men, Vivian.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
fast.
is it possible to
Okay.
say I'm skipping sleeping? On the other hand, I'm learning English.
I'm you got to say the first sentence for me again.
I am skipping sleeping. On the other hand, I am learning English.
I am skipping sleeping. On the other hand, I am learning. There can be a better example because you want to show something that's a true contrast, right? A true difference.
Okay.
I have
So
one. I
On
have one.
one hand and on the other hand.
yeah, so on the other
Yes.
hand really shows like a difference between two things.
Okay. I went
Out
to the
there.
stores and I buy a lot of items. In the other hand, the price was expensive.
Okay, close.
I have
Close.
one. April.
Okay, go ahead.
Tonight I had a party, but I'm really tired. On the other hand, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be awesome.
Okay, that's better. Yes. Yes, so
Awesome.
that's more of a comparison. No, I'm sorry, a contrast between two different things.
Hmm.
Out there, it seems to be so cold. On the other hand, on home, it seems to be so warm.
Okay. And then also like you can talk about somebody and say, you know,
This
sometimes you're not a very nice person or you're not a very nice person, but on the other hand, you have some great qualities.
Uh,
So it's like a true contrast, is a
yeah.
true difference. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That was really good. What about nevertheless?
Nevertheless. Nevertheless.
Nevertheless.
What does that mean? Nevertheless.
So it's basically a same thing where you're trying to show a contrast. So you could say, um, I hate to go to school. Nevertheless, I need an education. So basically, you have this idea, but you need to do it because you have to learn, right? So it's like a contrast again. It's almost like the on the other hand and all of that. Same
Like,
things.
however, yes.
Say that again.
Like, however.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Can I say I hate to go to the school? Nevertheless, I got my certification.
Yes, you can. Yes. Yes. So you didn't like it, but
I take the certification.
you still made sure you completed it so that
Yeah.
you could get your certification. So yes, so it's definitely showing a contrast.
Also, I have an example for nevertheless.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I didn't study yesterday, nevertheless, I get good grades.
Oh, now that was the most perfect example. That is the best one of all.
It's
That
by
was
a
the best
lie.
one at all. Really, really good job with that one.
True
Really good
story.
job.
Yeah.
Isn't it a true story? I didn't study, for the exam. Nevertheless, I got a good grade or did a good job, or that's really, really good example. Really, really good example. All right, let's go to the next one. Transition words that provide a sequence.
Excuse me,
Yes.
April, will you give us an example with whereas?
Whereas, okay, let me go back. Transition words that provide a sequence. Okay, so that one is to show a contrast too. So I can say, um, George is a good guy, whereas Bob is a bad guy.
Like while.
So, but it's showing a difference between the two, between two things.
It's
So
like in the other hand,
George is a good guy, whereas Bob is a bad guy. So it's showing a difference between two.
Difference.
I
Okay, it's a
can say
contrast.
Mark.
It's like on the other hand. Go
Mhm.
ahead,
okay.
say it again.
I can say Mark is tall, whereas
Oh,
Abdullah is short. Uh, Comparing.
that was the most. I had to come back on the screen because that was such a perfect example.
Thank
Miss
you.
your face.
That was a really perfect example. Good job. This is you get a thumbs up.
Thank you.
All right, I'll go back to the screen.
April, Vivian has a
Yes.
question there.
Okay.
She wrote it down.
Thank you, Michaela.
You're welcome.
I asked if the phrase "it was raining, nevertheless the day was warm" is
Yes, really
okay.
good. And I
Is
see that
correct.
written down. It was raining, nevertheless, the day was warm. That is definitely perfect and okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. So I actually it'll be good to do a little practice. I think I'm going to kind of just show you this one. Let me put it back up. Okay. These are some other ones. Transition words that provide a sequence. After, before, currently, during, eventually, finally, first, second, etc., formally, immediately, initially, lastly, later, meanwhile, next, previously, simultaneously, soon, and subsequently. Um, so those all mean sequence. So obviously you would use these to show steps. After I go to school, I'm going to go home. Things like that. I want to give you, not going to spend too much time on this because I want to give you some practice. So I'm going to go further down. Um, just to show you some other transition words that provide a summary, briefly and brief, overall, summing up, to put it briefly, to sum up, and to summarize. And lastly, transition words that provide a conclusion, given these facts, hence, in conclusion, so, thus, to conclude, and therefore can also give an example. So what I want you to do is practice. I have a blank here. I want you to tell me what transition word fits best in this blank. I love to write essays for school. Blank. I
Nevertheless.
really enjoy receiving large amounts of homework from my teachers. So let's plug in it. Someone said nevertheless, correct?
Nevertheless.
So let's put nevertheless in and see if it sounds right.
Wait,
I
I
love to
love
write
the right
essays for
essays
school.
first.
Nevertheless, I really enjoy receiving large amounts of homework from my teachers. Do you think that sounds?
No, sir.
No,
No.
Not at all.
No.
In
Okay, let's
fact.
try another one.
in fact.
Someone said in fact. Okay, I love to write essays for school. In fact, I really enjoy receiving large amounts of homework from my teachers. That one sounds like a great fit. That's perfect. In fact. You just because in fact basically gives more information. So the person is saying, she loves or he loves to write essays, and then just giving a little bit more information. In fact, I really enjoy receiving large amounts of homework. I don't know too many people that love to receive large amounts of homework, but this person does. All right, so let's go to the next one. Blank, working as the president of the United States, George Bush
In
loves to ride
addition to.
horses.
In
In
addition to,
addition to, in addition
Working
to.
as the president of the United States, George Bush loves to ride horses. Great. That's just showing like also something that he
yeah,
also loves to do outside of being the president of the United States. Good. All right, next.
yeah.
Blink. I do enjoy cooking as a hobby. I will not prepare all the food for your party.
Although,
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 On the
Although,
other
Although
hand,
I do enjoy cooking as a hobby, I will not prepare all the food for your party. Sounds perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, Blink. I promised to go to school today. I stayed home to watch television.
Although,
uh,
although,
although,
indeed,
stay home.
Although,
Indeed, I promised to
indeed,
go to school today. I stayed home to watch television. How does that sound?
I
lazy.
th- I think
I,
amazing.
I
In,
promise to
yeah,
go to school today.
I think although,
indeed does not fit this one.
Yeah.
yeah, I think
Although,
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 Although.
although,
Although I promised to go to school
although,
today, I stayed home to watch television. That's perfect.
uh,
So it's like saying, even though I said I was going to do this, I did this instead.
yeah.
Good. Blank, to make my writing very clear, I would learn how to use transitional words.
therefore,
Therefore.
previously,
Therefore, to make my
Therefore,
writing very clear, I would learn how to use transitional words. Perfect, because for fear that
oh,
wouldn't make sense and previously wouldn't make any sense.
oh,
yes,
okay, I see.
Right?
yes,
yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay. Blank people believe the earth was flat.
Eventually,
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 Eventually, people believed the earth was flat. Okay, eventually.
I think in hopes that
No.
Now, you could use eventually depending on what the sentence was beforehand, right?
hmm,
Because let's say someone was saying that there were a lot of non-believers about the earth being flat. But then you could say, well, but eventually people believed the earth was flat. So you can use it if it really depends on the sentence beforehand. For this one, you could also use with this in mind. With this in mind, people believe the earth was flat. But again, you really need the sentence beforehand on this
yeah.
one to be able to determine which one. So you guys are not really far off on that one. So we can say that it could be actually both depending on the sentence beforehand. Good enough?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. All right.
should be previously
Previously for the other
for
for
the
the one we just
before
had,
one.
this
Yes,
one.
for that. Yes.
Now, that's let's say if it was the first sentence you could say previously people believed the earth was flat. But or however later they believe, so if you use it as the first sentence, yes. But if it was for the second sentence, with this in mind or eventually would work a lot
can
better.
we say the crazy people believe
Okay.
the earth was flat?
Say it again.
The crazy people believe that the earth was flat.
The crazy people.
Why crazy?
Well, you could if we were not trying to use a transition word here. But but since we were trying to use a transitional word, then no.
So
Okay.
the crazy, not transition.
No, because the crazy is not a transitional word or phrase. The is an article and crazy is an adjective to describe people, right?
Okay.
So it's not a transitional word. All right. Things were pretty dull. Blink, the families of our neighborhood were excited about the people who moved into the Blake's house.
to put
Science.
it briefly,
Let's try that. Things were pretty dull. To put it briefly, the families of our neighborhood were excited about the people who moved into the Blake's house.
Consequently,
Okay, let's try consequently. Things were pretty dull.
hmm,
Consequently, the families of our neighborhood were excited about the people who moved into the Blake's house. Consequently definitely works better here because consequently
hmm,
basically means as a result. So things were dull. So as a result, the families were very happy when, the Blake house, when
Yeah.
the people moved in the Blake house. Understand?
Yes.
Yeah, that one
Teacher, what does do mean?
dull means that something is not like shiny, and when you think
Okay.
of it, or it's boring. Like it's kind of like a few different meanings, but
Like
if you're talking in this particular context, because they're talking about people more so in the neighborhood, then you can kind of say boring. Okay. If you're
Oh,
talking
okay.
about like
Thank you.
jewelry or something like that, a piece of jewelry that's dull is not really shiny. Okay.
Yes.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
All right.
continue.
So blink. They learned their. I'm sorry.
This is wrong.
Yes. Because I'm going over and I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm like, how can I say this? Let's say they learned that the new student was from California. That's what it should be. Blink, they learned that the new student was from California.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Eventually, they learned that the new student was from
Eventually.
California. Yes.
Eventually.
Eventually, they learned the new student was from California. That's the best one.
Very good, Seba.
Thank you, Michaela.
Oh, that's wonderful. Michaela, right?
Yes,
This is for you.
It's Michaela, right? See,
yes.
you have to get her name right because it's such a pretty name.
Thank you.
Okay,
Michaela. Beautiful name.
polls show that the Beatles are the most popular singing group of this century. Blank, there are country music fans who would disagree.
However,
However, that was
However.
however, definitely they're country.
However.
That's a
However.
definite contrast there. Okay. There are some slight variations in climate, but blank mild winters can be expected in the South.
Otherwise,
There are some
Consequently,
slight variation.
There are some slight variations in climate, but otherwise mild winters can be
no, no,
expected
no,
in.
no, no. I,
No.
As a rule.
There are some slight variations in climate, but as a rule, mild winters can be
I
expected
think
in the South.
It's mild.
consequently,
Okay, so we have as a rule, no. It's between consequently and otherwise. What do you think?
Otherwise.
Otherwise, there are some slight variations in climate, but otherwise, mild winters can be expected in the South. And that just usually means, but usually, mild winters can be expected in the South. Okay?
What does it mean, mild?
Yes, what does it mean?
Say that again.
What does mild mean?
mild
It means warm.
Okay.
not warm, between warm and cold.
Yes.
Thank you, teacher number 2.
But mild is
you're
more
welcome.
so warm.
Oh, thank you.
Like in the summertime, it's really like mild temperatures in the summer here in the United States, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where I'm at. Okay, it was announced that teachers' working hours would be longer than other professions. Blank, even fewer new teachers are expected to join the profession.
salt.
What do you think?
Will be longer than other professions.
As a result?
Likewise.
As a result is what it is. It was announced that teachers' working hours would be longer than other professions. As a result, even fewer new teachers are expected to join the profession. So that means it's like a cause and effect. Because this is happening, this is going to be the result. Okay, so
Even fewer. What does that mean?
even fewer, so it's going to be less. So
Oh, okay.
yes,
As a result.
it's going to be less.
What's the meaning of announce it?
It announced.
Announced.
Okay, so that basically means that someone is telling you something. So,
It's like
if
notice.
say it again,
It's like notice.
not like notice. It's basically when someone tells you something. Or, if something was established and it was told to a bunch of people.
The
Like, for
speaking
example,
one?
these teachers are around and they're telling these teachers that the working hours are gonna be long. So
You
they're
mean this?
announcing it to it. They are telling them.
You mean the speaking one?
Say it again.
The spoken one?
The the spoken one? What do you mean?
The one who spoke about
Yes, yes. So the person that told the teachers, that person announced it to the teachers, meaning they told the teachers. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. All right. And we actually have time for just one more. Or do we have time for one more? Let's see.
Three
All right, let's try
minutes.
this. The mayor explained that tax collection was down. It would be necessary to freeze salaries at their current level. Blank, no one was getting a pay raise.
In
In
other
other
words,
words.
In
In
other words,
other
other
words,
word?
Other word.
good,
Other word.
good. Because in other words, just basically is letting you know further that because of one situation, this is happening. So it's just giving you a clearer understanding of what the first sentence is telling you. So the first sentence kind of gave you like a very formal way of saying it. And then in other words, it's basically saying, let me break it down to you. You're not getting paid.
Let me
You're
be
not getting
clear.
a pay raise.
Let me be clear. I will tell you.
And what's
Let him.
wrong? What's wrong about this sentence here? What's wrong about this sentence where it says no one is getting a pay?
No one was getting a pay raise.
rise.
Right. Thank you.
Alright, man.
So the word should be what instead of rise?
Raise.
Race.
Perfect. It should be raised. So no one's getting a pay raise.
Raise.
So that's
Yeah.
what basically telling you, hey, they're talking all fancy. Oh, the mayor said this, and they're going to freeze salaries. And then they're saying, look, let me break it down to you. You're not getting a pay raise. Okay. So in other words, you're
Let
not
him.
getting a pay raise. So
Let
that's
them
very
freeze
good.
the salary, but they don't lay off.
Say it again.
It's better to freeze salary than the layoff.
It's better free. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you think so.
Yeah, I think.
No, it is though. It is because you free salaries basically would be, that's where you're going to stay at for now. But yeah, you're right. If you're laid off, that's no income coming in,
No
right?
income. Yeah.
So definitely better. All right. You guys were perfect. You guys were wonderful. I had fun with you. Let me take this off. So let me give all of you. Oh, I took this off. Okay, let's try this again. Because I want to give all of you this because you were so perfect and it's a little delay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So my
thank you.
next
Thank you,
class
sir.
my next class starts in 1 minute. So I hope to see you in that class as well. That
Let's go
class we're going to
For
coffee.
sure.
that
Let's
class
go
we're going to be
coffee.
talking about
Thank you, teacher.
movies.
Thank you for
Movies.
teaching
Save
us.
me
Thank
a
you for
seat,
class.
April, please.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So I'll see you guys next class. If not, I'll see you
See
later in this
you.
week. Have a great day.
You too.
See you.